Yeah, we all have to use self-control at some point in our lives, and the Bible actually talks a lot about this, so let's get our Bible breakdown with Gavin.
Some of you guys probably play the game Madden NFL. I'm not very good at it, but I'm sure there are many of you who constantly crush your opponents. You stay up night and day building up the best team. When the game starts, you know the right play to call at the right time, what defenses to run, and all of those details that make my brain hurt. That's awesome, because that takes a lot of discipline to get really good at a game like Madden. You have to keep playing and playing to get better at it. That shows that you have a lot of self-control, in Madden anyway, but in life, self-control can be pretty hard. I'm sure you've heard of this thing called self-control before, or maybe you've heard it be called self-discipline, or something along those lines. Self-control is, well, having control over yourself, like saying no to eating an entire fresh plate of cookies, even though they are going to be so good, but knowing that eating healthier is probably best. It's hard because there are a lot of things we want to do, but they may not be the best thing for you. Having self-control like that feels impossible sometimes. But the cool thing is, just like how in some video games you can unlock special power-ups, when you spend time with Jesus, you can unlock the power of self-control. In the Bible, Paul actually compares self-control to kind of like playing on a sports team, getting ready for a big game, kind of like Madden. This is what Paul says. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. When we play sports, or when we play a game of Madden, we play to win. In order to win, or be good enough to win, we have to spend hours and hours practicing, or how Paul says, strict training. And the more we practice and train, the better we will be. That's a lot of wins under your belt. And the same thing is true for us when it comes to self-control. The more we practice and train, the better we will be at it. And here's why Paul says we should care so much, in case you missed it the first time. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. So in a game like Madden, if you win, not much happens. You give yourself a high five, maybe a fist pump to the sky, but that's it. But when we practice self-control, we get a crown that will last forever. A crown that will last forever. If we get better at self-control, that's what we win? Is that some sort of magical crown that when you put it on your head, you can turn any object into a bowl of your favorite ice cream? No, not at all, but that would be sick. The crown that Paul is talking about is the ultimate prize we could ever want. Life with Jesus. That means life with Jesus now and life with Jesus forever. That is the prize we are training for. But you can't really experience this kind of life to the fullest unless you unlock the power of self-control. That's why self-control is so important. By training up and learning to have self-control, we begin to live the life that Jesus wants us to live. What an amazing life that is. But that's a prize we don't just want for ourselves. Our goal should be to win as many of our friends and classmates to Jesus as possible, to show them how awesome life is with Jesus. And the more we practice self-control, the more of an example of Jesus we will be to them. Like when we have the control to not be angry at our little brother for playing with our toys, or when we have control and decide to read the Bible instead of watching YouTube, people will notice that. And you'll be showing them a great example of what it means to have self-control. But remember, here's the key when it comes to self-control. Stay connected to Jesus, because when we know Jesus, we can unlock his power.
All right, that was awesome. Let's talk about how we can apply this to our lives a bit more in our groups. Have a great week, you guys. And always remember, when you know Jesus, you can unlock his power.